everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about meditation, how to get comfy in a meditation and the different types of meditation that are available. So let's begin. Okay, so the first part is getting comfy. Now you can get yourself a special meditation pillow, meditation cushion online. If you don't have that, you don't need that. A pillow, a rolled up blanket or towel works just as well. Even a really thick book if you've got one. And we're just going to place that underneath our hips. Now unless you have super open hips and are nice and flexible, then you'll find that if you just sit normally, your knees will rise up, okay? It is a tightness in the hips, it's a tightness in the low back. So placing that cushion underneath our hips and sitting on the edge of it allows our pelvis to rotate slightly forward, which means our hips open more naturally and our knees are able to come down to the floor. If you've got a cushion or something underneath you and your knees still aren't on the floor, you can always place some things underneath your knees just so they have something soft to sit on. Don't just let them hang, because you'll create a lot of tension in the knees and it'll become quite uncomfortable and you'll risk injury. So when you're nice and comfy, just take a moment to observe your feet. So normally we are asked to come and sit in easy pose. So easy pose is you have your one heel is tucked right in the middle of the groin and the other heel comes in line. So as you look down at your feet, you should have your heels stacked in front of each other, your toes coming across up towards the shins. Okay, and when you're comfy, you're ready to begin. Now, other options available to you. If this is still uncomfortable, you can always sit in a chair. As long as your spine is in an upright position and it's nice and tall, then the energy can move freely. That's what's important. So whether that's a chair, whether that's laying down, however is most comfortable for you, because comfort is a very important part. If you do choose to take a laying down option, again, it's completely up to you. Just try to avoid your bed, because we associate our bed with sleeping and we don't want to fall asleep during the meditation. So the second thing I'd like to talk to you about is different types of meditation. Now in Kundalini Yoga there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of meditation, some involving mudras, which are postures that we make with the hands. These conduct the energy in specific ways. Quite traditionally for a meditation, you'll be asked to come into Gyan Mudra, so your thumb and your forefinger will be together, your other fingers will be extended out, and then you'll place the tops of the hands on the knees. This is quite a classic posture for meditation. And then once you're in your posture, you have a variety of options in Kundalini Yoga. Sometimes there will be a breath work that will go with that. Sometimes there is a mantra. Sometimes the mantra is just something that is played audibly. Sometimes you chant along. Now, obviously, I will release several Kundalini meditations on this channel. Some people just like to sit here and allow the mind to naturally quieten itself down. Now, to begin with, you will have lots of thoughts coming into your head. There will be lots of small little things that will pop up, like, what am I going to have for dinner? What am I going to do later on? Oh my God, I can't believe I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner, or my shopping list. I'm supposed to be meditating. Oh my God, I'm terrible at meditating. And the cycle of thoughts go on. What you want to do is imagine your mind is like a river, or it's like the sky. Occasionally a cloud will appear, but that cloud will just move on. Same as there is a leaf or a pebble in the river, you know, the tide and the flow of that will allow it just to move on. So if you find yourself thinking about things, there is no judgment, you're not doing it wrong. The mind is doing what the mind is designed to do. Okay, what we're trying to tap into is the part of us that can observe that, the part that sits above it and is like, oh, okay, yep, nope, I'm thinking about lunch, that's fine. Just take a breath and bring yourself back into that place of stillness. Other options available are pranayama or breath work. Yogic breathing is it's almost like a fast track way to meditation. You're manipulating the breath to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. And when you activate that parasympathetic nervous system, you move out of that fight and flight, almost adrenaline-based response, and you're moving into that softer, gentler rest recovery phase. And we can do that quite quickly through breath work. When I was first getting into meditation, for me, it was breath work. That really helped. It was something you could do at short amounts of time, regularly, and it built up the practice and the idea of being able to sit for longer periods of time. Other options available are something called Tratakam meditations. So you could take a mandala or a yantra, an image of something that means a lot to you. Some people use candles, although if you are going to use a candle, just be mindful that you don't want to damage the eyes by staring at the flame. You want to have the image within your eye line. You don't want to have it down here because you don't want to distress the eyes through this meditation. So you have it in your eye line and you just focus completely. One of the limbs of yoga is a single point of focus. Okay, it's one of the steps towards a deeper state of meditation, is to be able to focus on one thing. So have this picture, this yantra, this mandala. It could even be a flower that you have just in a vase in front of you, and you just focus on it completely. Your breath will come and go. Those thoughts will start to come in and they will start to go. And when you find yourself thinking about it, you stop and you focus again on that flower, that image, that picture. Another option is a mala meditation. I have my mala here. Now you have 108 beads around a strand, and you have one central bead and a tassel. I do have a blog post on my website about what all the different elements of a mala mean, because there is actually quite a lot of significance to it. Now the benefit of mala meditation is that it gives you something physical to do to keep your body busy. It also helps you have, again, that point of focus. Now traditionally you would chant a mantra as you place your thumb over each bead. So we don't want to use our index finger. We place the bead between our thumb and our middle finger, resting the mala on the thigh. Ideally, we won't let it touch the floor. And as we close our eyes, we would chant our mantra, or we could have a positive affirmation for the morning, or it could just be a conscious inhale and exhale. And every time you complete that, you move on to the next bead and you slowly work your way around. When you reach the end, you have a choice of finishing your meditation because you know that you've completed it 108 times, or you can turn it over in your fingers and continue going to extend the period of time. Okay, so that was just a really quick guide to meditation. Hopefully there's a few little tips in there that will help you get started on your journey. I do already have a couple of meditations on the website and on my YouTube channel, so feel free to check those out, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.